Touted as the most recognizable wrestling star of all time, Hulk Hogan was a living, breathing superhero come to life. And you know what? I bought into it. Still do. Hulk Hogan was my childhood idol. His motto of train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins inspired millions of kids and adults alike. Hell, he even had his own brand of children's vitamins.
Yay! Hulk Hogan Vitamins, the new champion of children's chewables. You've got my name on it.
Now, the Hulkster was never the best wrestler in the ring. What he was, though, was a larger-than-life character, complete with his massive 24-inch pythons.
My hero, your hero, everybody's hero!
In the 1980s, Hogan's physique was incredible, as was much of the WWF at that time. The World Wrestling Federation was known for its beefy roster filled with chiseled muscle men, a stark contrast to what the average wrestler looks like today. Much of this was due to the lifestyle of the 1980s, which consisted of anabolic steroids. It wasn't until Congress passed the Anabolic Steroid Act of 1990 that the use of steroids became a true faux pas, aka illegal. Under much scrutiny, the WWF was forced to clean up its act, which saw the rise of smaller athletes like Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels. But during the transition, the WWF and its owner, Vince McMahon, was indicted for steroid trafficking. And in the midst of it all, a Pennsylvania physician named George Zahorian was convicted of illegal steroid distribution. Among his patients was none other than the ultimate good guy, Hulk Hogan. Hogan for years had such a wholesome image that the mere thought of him taking illegal steroids was headline news.
He is the king of the ring, but many former wrestlers say it wasn't prayers and vitamins that made Hulk Hogan a giant in the eyes of kids.
I myself personally have injected Hulk Hogan with anabolic steroids.
And despite his peers telling him not to, Hogan decided to appear on the Arsenio Hall Show to discuss the rumors. Many believed that this was the Hulkster's time to come clean. Instead, he denied, and did a piss-poor job of doing so.
But the things that I am not is I'm not a steroid abuser, and I do not use steroids.
Hogan later admitted to his lies, but the incident took a toll on his reputation. This begs the question, how can you tell when someone, like the Hulkster, is lying? Well, let's break it down and show some of the obvious signs and use the Hulkster for reference. Number 1, a liar may repeat words or phrases. In this case, Hogan basically repeats the word basically over and over again.
Basically, I saw Lyle out here. Well, no, basically, I would. So basically,
Well, twice my size.
basically, and basically, and basically, I'd rather not comment on that. So that's what happened to me. Basically,
Okay.
and basically, I've learned a whole heck of a lot about speculation.
Basically, repetition is a way to convince you and others of a lie. Imagine saying, I didn't, over and over again. After a while, you can validate that lie in your own mind. In addition, liars may have trouble speaking clearly without flubbing their words. Hogan was a master promo, but he's clearly struggling here for sure.
Gosh, I don't know. The only way...
Don't mention specifically.
No. The only way to get these steroids apparently is from doctors. And I mean, I don't know what the government's going to do. I don't know if they're going to go after the guys that use them now or where they're going to go with this thing. But everybody needs to realize you can't get these things unless you get them from a doctor.
Number 2, a liar's body language may change. In some cases, the liar may stand rigid and still. In other cases, they may move around. The key is to spot an irregularity. Look at how when asked questions, the Hulk has problems getting comfortable.
So basically what I'd like to do is, with all due respect, inform you and everybody else that's misinformed by the newspapers.
Yeah, come on now, because I'm already nervous. I'm talking to a man about
straighten it up
acute.
right now.
And number 3, a liar may provide too much information. If you find that somebody is going on and on, giving you too much information, things that you don't even need to know about, just an excess of details, it's likely because they are lying. Here, Hogan rambles, provides details from past injuries, and even reveals an old Little League photo to show his size.
And basically, this isn't the Lyle Alzado story you're going to hear out here.
Right.
Because, like the picture, do you have the picture? The picture that I showed you when I was 10 years old?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Sammy, show that picture because it's an amazing picture.
Okay, that's me when I was 10 years old.
Listen, I don't want to shit on the Hulkster too much. I loved that guy. And truthfully, I can kind of excuse his steroid use. Now, some of his more recent scandals, they are a bit harder to overlook. But that's for another video. Brother,